Hello peeps, I've got a package to open. I'm going against what I said all those, well, about a month ago when I made my first video. I wouldn't be doing packages, but I've got my second package. And I just discovered it. I really want to open it, but you know, I might as well open it on camera. So, yeah. And something else as well. Just so, you know, just because that won't take long. It's only one package, so I'll add something on the end. You know, just something that I thought I want to show people. Something I was saving for a rainy day actually. But you know, for when I've got no other ideas, I thought I would bring it out then. But I think I might as well do it now actually. Yeah, before I do any of that. Thanks to all my new subscribers. I think there's been one or two since the last few videos, I think. Now it's 30. Hey. I'm always surprised when I get, you know, when people are obviously interested in what I'm making videos of. You know, always surprising, really nice surprise, and I appreciate every single one. So thanks to all of you who subscribed. Yeah, I'll get on with what I was going to do. Actually, before I start, I went out for a run today, and on my route there's a Blockbusters, doing that scouting around thing. There's a Blockbusters, and it's the same one where I had quite a nice discovery a few weeks ago, where I found about 6 really nice games. I had 3 for 10, so I ended up buying 6, so for 20 quid. And there was a whole load of others, and then they told me that the guy had brought in all of his PS2 collection. But I went in there today, sort of during my run, trying not to look too sweaty and steaming, you know, and hot, and discovered that there's a whole load of original Xbox games on that same shelf. Just a whacking great truckload of original Xbox games, all for £1.95 each. So the only problem is I obviously didn't have any cash on me, or didn't have my card or anything, because I was only out scouting around, and also there was some geezer already there rifling through, and I got really I got really territorial. I was thinking, oh, fuck off, get out, you know, bugger off, mate. You know, but he's only doing what I do. I just think there's a certain sort of, you know, it's like survival of the fittest in those when rifling through the pre-owned racks, isn't it? You know, I'll get territorial. But yeah, he's only doing what I do. But he seemed to be rifling through them, hoovering them up like I've been doing recently. But you know, I'm just a hypocrite. But I wouldn't mind going back, because they had a nice selection. I reckon it was the same guy. Probably had as before, had the PS2 collection. I reckon he probably had a similar Xbox collection, because they had things like Baldur's Gate and Morrowind and Chronicles of Riddick and stuff like that. And actually they had Doom 3, the special edition, which I've got, but it's not got the plastic sleeve and it's bent. You know, the metal case Doom 3 on the Xbox. I'd like to get back there. I'm expecting not to be until Monday. It's a bit of a bummer, but probably have nothing left. You probably have got them all. Yeah, right. That was a big long intro. Package, woo! Actually, you see that? Oh, you can see that. So I've remembered not to show my address. From Amazon. There you go. It's better. This was something I had my eye on for a while on Amazon, and I've always sort of checked Google for the best prices. You know, you go to shopping and you get a list of all the same things, the one product for the different prices. And I noticed Amazon and HMV had this for $14.99. I checked them both, and HMV didn't have any in stock, and Amazon said there'll be like initially it was like a 1 to 2 month wait, so, and then it went down to 1 to 3 weeks. So I ordered it in 1 to 3 weeks, and then I checked the order tracking, and it had gone up to sort of around about a month, over a month. So I have to wait over a month. And a few days ago, I got an email, and it said, "Good news, we're able to dispatch your order sooner than expected." So it's really nice surprise. I reckon they probably do it on purpose though, to make people think that they hold them back. They think you're gonna have to wait for it, and they ship them out when you're not expecting, and it's always a nice surprise. But I reckon they do that on purpose. So it is $14.99. Is it what I ordered? Yes, it is. It is what I ordered. Get rid of all that. You see that? Yeah, Rising Star Games, like Odin Sphere. It's Muramasa, the Demon Blade. It's supposed to be quite unashamedly 2D, but something I've had my eye on for ages. Now I've got my autofocus working. Yeah, something I've had my eye on for ages. Just because it's a spectacle. It's unashamedly 2D, and I think games like this and Odin Sphere and Akami and Tatsunoko vs Capcom are a good indication that you don't always need a lot of processing power and a powerful machine to get a spectacular game. A game that's a spectacle. And obviously there are compromises because this is just unashamedly 2D, but that's not necessarily a bad thing in my book, because I think a lot of the time 3D and more sophisticated games are overcomplicated, and it's quite nice to have a slightly less complicated game. So it's quite easy, easier than Odin Sphere, but it's something I'm really looking forward to playing. I just thought I really wanted to show you that. So Muramasa Demon Blade, $14.99 on Amazon, still is, and HMV as well, and it's a bit more expensive on Shop 2. So I'd go with Amazon because they deliver quicker than HMV and it's cheaper than Shop 2. So Muramasa the Demon Blade on the Wii, $14.99. This is the other thing I wanted to show you, quick. Anybody who's got this copy, I think it's the October 92 or 93 edition of Mean Machines. Sorry about that. What an idiot! I forgot to have it repaired before I started making the video. If you remember, it's this copy of Mean Machines. To anybody in the UK, actually, anybody in the UK will recognise this. Mean Machines. October 90. I'm guessing 93, maybe 92. But it's Mega Drive tips, and what it is, I discovered a cheat on John Madden 93, just purely by accident, and I'm so proud of the fact that I discovered it. I wanted to send it to as many people as possible and get it into all these different magazines. So I used to read quite a lot of magazines like C and VG, and this one was probably my favourite. And it's quite funny because they sort of rumbled me. They rumbled. It says, photocopied cheats, Owen McCarthy. You wouldn't be sending this cheat off to anyone else, would you? So they must be. I think they're all published in the same building, aren't they? I think it's Future Publishing or something. And they must publish this and C&VG. Obviously, C&VG is multi-format, isn't it? And I must have sent it off to more than one, and they must all got their own copy and sort of compared them. But I've been rumbled on almost a national scale. But it's not much of a cheat. It's a bit of it's to do with time wasting. So you run the play clock down, and so you can run the time down if you're winning. So it's not much of a cheat. But anybody who's got this copy of Mean Machines, it's the October '92 one. You can look it up for yourself and read it. But I just thought I'd show that. But yeah, that's me done. That was interesting, wasn't it? I don't know what the next vid's going to be, but it'll be something interesting, hopefully. See you later.